In the annals of American literature, Henry David Thoreau is a unique and bright light. With his outstanding works and profound thoughts, he became one of the pioneers of American naturalistic literature in the 19th century. This article will lead you to an in-depth exploration of Henry David Thoreau's life insights, and some of his classic quotes. Henry David Thoreau was born on July 12, 1817 in Concord, Massachusetts. His childhood was spent in nature, which laid the foundation for his later profound understanding of nature. Thoreau entered Harvard University, but he preferred an independent learning style and often pursued his own interests, which foreshadowed his later individualistic tendencies. Throughout his life, Thoreau explored many areas, including writing, philosophy, social issues, and environmentalism. He is famous for Walden, which records his 2 years of living alone on the shores of Walden Pond, emphasizing the harmonious symbiosis with nature. Thoreau believed that a simple life could bring true happiness. He opposed the glitz and materialism of society and advocated the pursuit of inner peace and truth through a close connection with nature. Thoreau's thoughts were characterized by his resolute resistance to injustice and slavery. He called on individuals to take action and actively pursue justice and equality. In his writings, Thoreau often expressed independent opinions on social phenomena and encouraged people to face their inner voices bravely without interference from the outside world. His individualist ideas influenced later literature, philosophy, and social movements, becoming a symbol of liberalism and environmentalism. Quotations from Henry David Thoreau. LF1 advances confidently in the direction of his dreams, and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined. He will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. Rather than love, than money, than fame, give me truth. LF a man does not keep pace with his companions, perhaps it is because he hears a different drummer. Let him step to the music which he hears, however measured or far away. Our truest life is when we are in dreams awake. Pursue some path, however narrow and crooked, in which you can walk with love and reverence. There is no remedy for love but to love more. Went to the woods because L wished to live deliberately, to front only the essential facts of life, and see if I could not learn what it had to teach, and know, when I came to die, discover that I had not lived. There are 1,000 hacking at the branches of evil to one who is striking at the root. Heaven is under our feet as well as over our heads. Things do not change, we change. The mass of men lead lives of quiet desperation. What is called resignation is confirmed desperation. LT is not enough to be busy. So are the ants. The question is, what our Websy about wealth is the ability to fully experience life. Never look back unless you are planning to go that way. LF you have built castles in the air, your work need not be lost, that is where they should be. Now put the foundations under them. The smallest seed of faith is better than the largest fruit of happiness. Be not simply good, be good for something. Could a greater miracle take place than for us to look through each other's eyes for an instant? Nothing makes the earth seem so spacious as to have friends at a distance, they make the latitudes and longitudes. A man is rich in proportion to the number of things he can afford to lead alone. Nature will bear the closest inspection. She invites us to lay our eye level with her smallest leaf, and take an insect view of its plane. What is the use of a house if you haven't got a tolerable planet to put it on? Live your life, do your work, then take your hat. What is once well done is done forever. What is called genius is the abundance of life and health. LT's not what you look at that matters, it's what you see. This world is but a canvas to our imagination. What lies behind us and what lies ahead of us are tiny matters compared to what lives within us. Success usually comes to those who are too busy to be looking for it. Not until we are lost do we begin to understand ourselves. An early morning walk is a blessing for the whole day. I know of no more encouraging fact than the unquestionable ability of man to elevate his life by conscious endeavor. You must live in the present, launch yourself on every wave, find your eternity in each moment. Many men go fishing all of their lives without knowing that it is not fish they are after. L would rather sit on a pumpkin and have it all to myself, than be crowded in a velvet cushion. Make the most of your regrets, never smother your sorrow, but tend and cherish it till it comes to have a separate and integral interest. To regret deeply is to live afresh. Am grateful for what I am and have. My thanksgiving is perpetual. Goodness is the only investment that never fails. Live the life you've dreamed. Our life is frittered away by detail. Simplify, simplify. As if you could kill time without injuring eternity. The bluebird carries the sky on his back. The most I can do for my friend is simply be his friend. Men have become the tools of their tools. The language of friendship is not words but meanings. Thank God men cannot fly, and lay waste the sky as well as the earth. The perception of beauty is a moral test. We are all sculptors and painters, and our material is our own flesh and blood and bones. Any nobleness begins at once to refine a man's features, any meanness or sensuality to imbrue them. The heart is forever inexperienced. LT takes two to speak the truth, one to speak, and another to hear. The man who goes alone can start today, but he who travels with another must wait till that other is ready. Truths and roses have thorns about them. There is no value in life except what you choose to place upon it, and no happiness in any place except what you bring to it yourself. LT is better to have your head in the clouds, and know where you are than to breathe the clearer atmosphere below them, and think that you are in paradise. I had 3 chairs in my house, 1 for solitude, 2 for friendship, 3 for society. The light which puts out our eyes is darkness to us. Only that day dawns to which we are awake. There is more day to dawn. The sun is but a morning star. Every creature is better alive than dead, men and moose and pine trees, and he who understands it aright will rather preserve its life than destroy it. It is only when we forget all our learning that we begin to know. When I hear music, I fear no danger. I am invulnerable. I see no foe. I am related to the earliest times, and to the latest. Under a government which imprisons any unjustly, the true place for a just man is also a prison. Any fool can make a rule, and any fool will mind it. There are moments when all anxiety and stated toil are becalmed in the infinite leisure and repose of nature. Though I do not believe that a plant will spring up where no seed has been, I have great faith in a seed. Convince me that you have a seed there, and I am prepared to expect wonders. Wanted to live deep and suck out all the marrow of life, to live so sturdily and Spartan-like as to put to rout all that was not life. As you simplify your life, the laws of the universe will be simpler, solitude will not be solitude, poverty will not be poverty, nor weakness weakness. 'Tis healthy to be sick sometimes. We must walk consciously only part way toward our goal, and then leap in the dark to our success. Most of the luxuries and many of the so-called comforts of life are not only not indispensable, but positive hindrances to the elevation of mankind. That government is best which governs least. The lawyer's truth is not truth, but consistency, or a consistent expediency. LT is a characteristic of wisdom not to do desperate things. There is one consolation in being sick, and that is the possibility that you may recover to a better state than you were ever in before. A broad margin of leisure is as beautiful in a man's life as in a book. Haste makes waste, no less in life than in housekeeping. Keep the time, observe the hours of the universe, not of the cars. In the long run, men hit only what they aim at. Therefore, they had better aim at something high. The universe is wider than our views of it. If we will be quiet and ready enough, we shall find compensation in every disappointment. Every man casts a shadow, not his body only, but his imperfectly mingled spirit. This is his grief. Let him turn which way he will, it falls opposite to the sun, short at noon, long at eve. Did you never see it? We are not what we are, nor do we treat or esteem each other for such. But for what we are capable of being. A truly good book teaches me better than to read it. I must soon lay it down, and commence living on its hint. What I began by reading, I must finish by acting. How can any man be weak who dares to be at all? If an injustice requires you to be the agent of injustice to another, then, we'll say, break the law. Let your life be a counter-friction to stop the government machine. Misery loves company, misery has company enough. The thoughts and quotations left by Henry David Thoreau are like beacons, illuminating the path to the pursuit of truth and freedom. His life is a picture of the pursuit of simplicity, independence, and justice, inspiring future generations to continue to explore the truth deep in their hearts. Perhaps, when we face the fog of life, we can learn from Thoreau's wisdom and move forward bravely towards a more pure and meaningful life. As Thoreau said, go forward with confidence towards your dreams and live the life you have imagined. In Thoreau's wisdom, we may find guidance that leads us to our own unique path of light.